What's going on YouTube? It is Repulse back another video. In today's video, we have our match preview for Chelsea versus LAFC. As you can see here, this is the live training we had earlier on today. It got posted or got streamed about 3 hours ago, so about like 12 o'clock Central Time today. I think it was more around 11:30, but um, yeah, good to see the boys out there training. If we pull this up, we can see kickoff is in a little less than a day. It's at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Um, if we look at our recent form, it's very good. I don't think LAFC really have a recent form because they haven't really played too many games. Got 3 points in a lot of these last couple games. Joe Gardens was in the Conference League. Newcastle was the game that we dropped, and everyone started doubting after that. And then Real Betis we won in the final against. Um, Go to the table. This is our entire group. Us, LAFC, Tunis, and Flamengo. Um, so Flamengo and Tunis play tomorrow. Um, if we look at this at 8 p.m. Sorry, I was trying to do the math in my head. I'm not a military time person. So they play at 8. This is an important match for us because it determines whether, or like, it shows who the second best team in the group, in my opinion, will be because I think LAFC will finish fourth. As I had in my prediction, I think this goes either way, and I think the winner of this makes it out the group because I think both of them beat LAFC. But again, I think these three have really good competition within them to see who may make it up the group, and then I think we top it. So yes, I believe we win tomorrow, and you'll hear that in my prediction later on in this video. But yeah, we kick off at 2, and if you want to know anything about LAFC, here is their lineup. Sorry, they have, I think, at most 15 games or 16 games in terms of games played. 16 is the highest. If you look at their leading goal scorer, it's Dennis Buwanga, their striker. Number 99, I guess someone that we need to look out for. 8 goals, 5 assists. But he has an XG of 10.5, so I guess not really the most accurate finisher. Then you have, if we go to their leading assisters, it's also Buaga, but then they have this Delgado guy. Their midfielder, number 8. Good player. 2 goals at a 1.52 XG. 5 assists. Good amount of minutes. Started a lot of games. If we just go in terms of games started so we can see their starters, if it allows me to. Hello? Oh, I guess I can't. We can go to games played, I guess. We can see Palencia, Buanga, Delgado, Jesus. Hugo Lloris is on this team, actually. I forgot about that. Mr. Tottenham himself. So it should be an easy win. We're playing a guy from Tottenham. But then they also have Mr. Olivier Giroud. Who, if we go 2 goals, I'm guessing is up here. Yeah. Only played 10 games, only started 5, but 3 goals and assists in those 5 starts. And outperforming his XG. So obviously, really good player, probably one of the best on their club. It's Olivier Giroud at the end of the day. I know he's old, but still got a lot of quality to finish these chances. Is this Under from? No, I don't think he's left Europe yet. Sorry. Got a little confused, but as you can see, these guys at the top are the guys we pretty much have to look out for. Especially Delgado and Buanga, I think, are the 2 guys I made a note for. But I mean, we know we have our heavy hitters. We know we have Cole Palmer. We have Caicedo, Enzo, Delap, Reece James, Colwill. If they're all needed, I think it should be a comfortable win. Even Neto Madueke could shine in this tournament. So yeah, I am really hopeful for what we can do tomorrow. I think it should be an easy win. I don't think there's much in it. I think it should be a very comfortable win at the end of the day. If we go to the MLS standings, actually, we can show y'all how LAFC fare. They'll be in the Western Conference, and as you can see, they're nowhere near the top. They have Vancouver out in Canada. They have San Diego FC in the same state as them. They have Minnesota, and then the Portland Timbers, who I think have some of the biggest fan base in the MLS. So I'm surprised they're not near the top. I'd assume they were. I don't really watch it, though, to be honest. Not that entertaining of a league. The Eastern Conference is a lot better. As you can see, Messi's Inter Miami are down in 19th. But the Philadelphia Union, who I'm surprised did not make the Club World Cup, are up in first, and I think they won the league last year. So yeah, LAFC down here in fifth, and Seattle Sounders, who are another Club World Cup team, are also here down in sixth, both on 26 points. But then again, we finished higher in the Prem, which I think is the best league in the world, and they're finishing fifth in the MLS. I think that tells you all that it needs to. Obviously, they can still give us a game. I think any team's capable of that. Um, but yeah, I think it should be pretty straightforward tomorrow. I think it should be a win. Um, and if we move over to our lineup builder, we're going to do this in real time. I'm going to tell y'all who I personally want to play. This is not who I think Maresca is going to play, but if we go here, we're going to put in spoiler from earlier today in my video. I want Mike Penders to start. I want to see what he has to offer. I think this is the perfect opposition to let him get some game time. Um, so that's why I have him in there. And then at the left back spot, I spelt that wrong. There we are. I think only left back in the team. I think Cucurella deserves, or not even deserves a spot. He has a spot in the starting lineup regardless. But I think he's the only one that can play. I do want to rest him a little bit, but I think Mariska's going to go with a little more bit of mainstay guys just to make sure that we get off to a good start in the Club World Cup. But I think if we have a good enough back line, we can let Pender start. This is a player I'm really excited about. Really good prospect. Um, and I think could beat out Sanchez for that number one spot at the end of the day. So I do want to see what he has to offer. And I think games against LAFC are perfect opposition, if that makes sense. It allows him to express himself, be comfortable, understand that we're likely to win the game, so he's able to, in a sense, make those risky and tough passes to see how good his passing range is. Show off a little bit to the fans, so that's why I'd like him to start. I don't know if he will, um, but I do really want him to start. I'm going with Cucurella, and then I am actually going to go with a very solid back line here. I'm going with Colwell, and I'm going with Towson as his pair. Um, yeah, I think two very good players. I think two of our best center backs from last season. Obviously, Fafana is not in the United States, and other than that, we have Chalaba, who I think is a good player. I think can deserve game time. I think he could start. Um, I wouldn't really be mad if he started, to be honest. I think you could really start anyone and still get a result here. But um, yeah, I would like to see Towson and Colwell, just because again, easy opposition. I want them to build that chemistry between themselves, um, and pretty much express themselves with those line breaking passes that they're able to make. And I want them to build some chemistry together, and I think that's easy to build when you're playing easy opposition because you get a better understanding of what their true game is because they're able to express themselves that much more because they feel that they can do whatever and still come out with the result. So they're more likely to just be more open to trying the hard stuff. And I think in turn that's going to build a connection between the two of them. And I think Tostin's a very good center back. I think he's someone that can start next season, especially if Fafana isn't healthy. So I'd like to see them partner together. In this right back spot, I want to go Josh, but he didn't train today. I don't know if it was because of that media stuff or not, but due to that, I'm going Malagusto. I think these are good games actually for him. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of him in this system particularly. Um, I think he's good as a bombing right back, just up and down the lines, crossing the ball in. I think that's where he excels, and I think he was really good under Pochettino doing that. Um, um, but yeah, I think needs to learn how to invert. So I think these games are perfect for him. So yeah, that's why I would not be opposed to giving him game time at all because I think these games are the ones where he can learn how to invert, kind of like the Club America game last season or last preseason in Atlanta. If y'all remember that, he was pretty good inverting, really silky, flowing on confidence. So I think if you're able to play him in that right back spot and get him to learn how to invert a little bit, I think that's beneficial for the team. I think it can help him mold a little bit because at the end of the day, it's competitive games. It's games we want to win because there's a ton of money in this competition. So, in a sense, there is a little bit added pressure because you want to make the most money possible, and that comes with winning. So, I think if you play Gusto, there is a little bit of pressure, but I think also, again, it's a comfortable game and it should be a comfortable result. So, I think you can get away with him playing right back and experimenting or helping him mold into an inverter right back. In the midfield, I'm going with Caicedo. Uh, I think he's going to shut the game down pretty much if he plays, be the best player on the pitch as he usually is. Not much to really say, um, other than great player. I think every game he's healthy, he's going to play. I think Maresca is going to play him tomorrow. I think he wants some mainstay guys. That's why I have Cucurella, Colwill, Caicedo in there. And I'm going to have a couple more. Not here, though. I'm actually going with Andre Santos. Um, I think he's going to want to play a decent amount in this tournament. Um, and I think that he is a very good player. I want to see him in the Maresca system. I want to see what he has to offer. Obviously, he's playing in the Enzo role, so he'll likely be up here. But for this lineup builder, we'll put him here because that's what it'll look like out of possession. With uh, whoever I have here dropping back a little bit, and obviously I talked about mainstay guys. I'm going Cole Palmer. So this completes the midfield trio. I'm actually gonna do the Maresca tactic. What I want to see tomorrow is something like this. Um, letting Colwill be that central center half. Um, letting Gusto and Vert get used to playing in these right spaces. Obviously, he can come up here a little bit. If Santos drops, or it'll be something like this, I guess. And then switch these two. It could always be something like this, but I think Santos is so good as a box crashing 9 that it'll be the other way around. And I like Palmer in the right hand side a lot more than the left hand side. So I think maybe we see Palmer on the left hand side just to see him develop a little bit more on that side and gain some confidence playing off that left. Um, but this is what I'd like to see tomorrow. Obviously, Gusto inverting with Caicedo as his partner, kind of disrupting play. Andre Santos being that box crashing 8, and then Cole Palmer disrupting play. On the wings, I'm going with another mainstay guy, Pedro Neto. Really good player. I like him a lot more than people are giving him credit for as of right now. I think he'll be able to cross those balls in. And the reason I want him out there is for his crosses, because I do want to see what this dude does with those cross balls. I want to see if he's going to be able to score headers and head the ball in. But yeah, I do want to just see the lap in general in this tournament. I think it's a good way for him to settle in because obviously you have the competition there. You have the pressure of making it far in the competition, but then again, you're playing opposition in the group stage that you should be able to settle in against, have good games against, and build your confidence for later in the tournament. So I think that's important for both these guys because I think Neto does need a little bit of confidence. Everyone's been slandering him as of recent. Um, so yeah, I think an important match or an important group stage for Neto to do well, as well as Santos in the lap, just to build confidence as well as Gusto, kind of win the fan base over, and I think Penders could do that as well. These guys have pretty much won the fan base over already, but there's guys that need to win the fan base over and prove themselves a little bit. Um, so that's why I'm going with Neto in the lap as two of my front three, and lastly, I am going with one academy boy, or I guess he's a guy in the first team now, but I'm going Tyreek George to complete the front three. Um, so yeah, this is my team. Um, I think we should get a comfortable 4-1, 5-0, somewhere around there result. I think we'll score a lot of goals tomorrow. I think we can see the lap get a brace. Um, I'd like to see Palmer and Santos score tomorrow. Um, and I think it'll be the lap with 2, Santos and Palmer with 1 each, and then one of these 2 with a goal. Um, or Cucurella with a goal. You never know. And we could see something like this tomorrow, where we get Gusto accustomed to that right center back spot, and then Caicedo and Cucurella here, and Cucurella playing in these channels as well. Um, so it could be something like this, but I think we win pretty comfortably, 4-1, 5-0, 5-1, something around there. I don't think we score less than 3, and I don't think we concede more than 1. So I think it should be a comfortable result for us. But yeah, this is my team. Um, guys that need to prove themselves to me tomorrow are Penders, Gusto, Santos, Neto a little bit, Delap, and Ty. I mean, I'd like for everyone to have a good game, but obviously I'm not going to write someone off after one game, but I do want, I guess not prove themselves, but I do want to see what Penders and Santos and Delap have to offer tomorrow. Gusto, I think, a little more important that he just proves to us that he's capable of playing that inverted right back role, but I think he'll grow throughout the tournament, and I think he'll mold into a better inverted right back due to this tournament. But yeah, this is my lineup. I think we win 4-1, 5-1, somewhere around there, as I said. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, it is Repulse, and I'm out. Peace.